We all dream of having some superpower to help navigate life. For instance, I've always wanted to be able to read people's minds. To me, that would be the most awesome of any power one could possess. Okay, maybe I'm suspicious and neurotic, but hey, everyone also has his kryptonite, right? Here are 8 people who possess some major superpowers. Please note, we're having some fun here in this post. We don't claim that any of these abilities are actually superpowers as we've grown used to defining them. When you're done watching, drop a line in the comment and tell us what superpower you wish you had. Number 1. Batman. Blinded by cancer as a toddler, Ben Underwood developed the ability to see using echolocation. By clicking his tongue, Underwood read the sound waves that bounce off of objects around him. He not only could use these reading to navigate around the objects, but could also identify what he was seeing. This ability allowed him to function like any other teenager. In fact, the only difference between him and his classmates during his freshman year was that he took his notes in Braille. Underwood taught himself to rollerblade, skateboard, and participate in martial arts, all using echolocation. Sadly, the cancer that claimed his eyesight took his life in January 2009 at the age of 16. Number 2. The X-ray vision girl. Natasha Demkina developed an interesting hobby when she was 10 years old. She found that she could scan her mother's body and describe in intimate detail the location and condition of all of her mom's organs. News soon spread and her neighbors in her hometown of Saransk, in western Russia, began showing up at her doorstep for body scans and diagnosis. The local children's hospital decided to test her abilities, and the girl was able to draw a diagram of one doctor's stomach with a dark area in the exact spot of his ulcer. She also contested the cancer diagnosis of one patient. Later tests supported Demkina's diagnosis of a benign cyst. In England, X-ray scans of another doctor led Demkina to describe multiple injuries that one of the doctors had received in a severe car crash without any knowledge of the accident, and the doctor was fully clothed. Obviously, Natasha's abilities have been questioned. We put this on the list because it's fun, like all the others. Number 3. The Iceman. Running shirtless and shoeless may not seem like a superhuman power until you consider that Wim Hof ran a half marathon 200 kilometers north of the Arctic Circle, where the temperature is nearly -20 degrees, and the run took 5 hours and 25 minutes. At one point, the attending physician on the run warned Hof not to continue because she couldn't guarantee that his toes would survive. They did survive the cold. The Iceman practices tummo, a way of controlling the body's temperature that is usually only mastered by Tibetan yogi monks. To add to his records and feats, Hof has climbed Kilimanjaro in 2 days wearing nothing but his signature black shorts. He also broke his own record of the longest ice bath by staying submerged in ice for 1 hour 13 minutes and 48 seconds. Talk about, cool. In 2007, he attempted to climb Mount Everest wearing only the shorts, but failed. Not because he was too cold, however, rather because he injured his foot. Number 4. The real Aquaman. New Zealander Dave Mullins is capable of swimming underwater for not only record amount of time, but also record distance. In September 2007, Mullins shattered his own record when he swam underwater for 4 minutes 2 seconds, swimming a total distance of 244 meters with a single breath. Mullins, whose specialty is free diving, set a New Zealand record in April 2008 when he dove 108 meters with no oxygen tank or specialized equipment. He's only the 5th man in New Zealand to reach a depth of 100 meters. Mullins trains his muscles to work while deprived of oxygen. This allows him to swim further and longer, but also leads to a buildup of lactic acid in his leg muscles. After a record-breaking swim, Mullins requires a few days of recovery, but he's still pretty. Number 5. Monsieur Manget out. Michel Lotito was born in Grenoble, France, in 1950. From the age of 9, he developed an unusual tolerance for and fondness for eating dangerous objects like glass and metal, which are generally indigestible. Over the course of Monsieur Mangetout's career, his diet included 18 bicycles, 7 TV sets, 2 beds, 15 supermarket trolleys, a computer, a coffin, a pair of skis and 6 chandeliers. That's pretty dang impressive by anybody's standards, but the pinnacle of his entertainment career was the time he ate a whole dang airplane. That's right. In 1978, he ate an entire Cessna 150 airplane. That is to say, he began eating it in 1978 because it was a laborious piece-by-piece process that took 2 years. Finally, in 1980, he emerged from the epic battle of man versus flying machine victorious. Number 6. The Magnet Man. Liu Tho Lin of Malaysia was known as the Magnet Man, Magnetic Man or Mr. Magnet because he had the ability to stick metal objects to his body. Liu performed in many charity events showing his ability. He could cause metal objects, weighing up to 2 kilograms each, up to 36 kilograms total, to stick to his skin. He also pulled a car using this ability. Liu's ability was not due to any source of magnetism. Scientists from Malaysia's University of Technology found no magnetic field in Lin's body but did determine that his skin exhibits very high levels of friction, providing a suction effect. The trait appears to be genetic, appearing in Lin's 3 grandchildren. Liu was featured on the second episode of the Discovery Channel's One Step Beyond. Number 7. The Modern Samurai. Isao Machi is a Japanese Iaido master in Kawanishi, Hyogo, Japan. He holds a number of Guinness World Records for his katana skills, including most martial arts katana cuts to one mat, fastest 1000 martial arts sword cuts, most sword cuts to straw mats in 3 minutes, and fastest tennis ball cut by sword. Number 8. The Incrediboy Wonder. At 6 feet, 280 pounds, Chris Morgan is a formidable teenager who was chosen as Britain's strongest schoolboy in 2009. He is able to lift a Ford Fiesta, weighing in at almost a ton. Morgan consumes 5,000 calories a day and works out at least 5 times a week. Weighing only 5 pounds 5 ounces at birth, he grew up watching the World's Strongest Man competition each Christmas and aspired to win it himself. Morgan helps out around the house by lifting furniture as his mother vacuums. He credits his amazing strength to his strict regimen of exercise and diet. While these heroes seem unbelievable, there are actually real superpowers among everyday human beings. These powers are rare, but they can be exploited for their incredible abilities. See you all in the next upload.